I'm delighted to say that we have Ezra from the band on the line now. How are you?
I'm all right. I feel good. There's a lot to do. You know, this time of when an album gets going, it's like, it's exactly when you need a break because you just made an album, but you have to start making videos and rehearsing, so it's busy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the album in question, FOTB, was announced just this week. It's really exciting, and we've got this track to play from it now, which is Harmony Hall, which I just love. Cannot stop listening to it. And
oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, man, so good. So I'm delighted to make it hottest record, and we're going to play it right now. Your hottest record in the world from Vampire Weekend. We have Ezra on the line. Can you tell me a little bit more about how this song came about? Because it's so beautiful.
Oh, thanks. I mean, I think the very first part I wrote, which still is in the song, it's kind of there's a Baroque piano breakdown that goes bump da 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 da.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the song started. You know, it has a little more early Vampire Weekend vibe, and so I always had that little Baroque thing, and I kind of at some point I started playing it more in the baggy house style. And I was like, okay, that's fun. And then so I had the Baroque part and the baggy house piano part. And then it wasn't until and I had a few lyrical ideas. And then it wasn't until much later that I wrote the guitar riff. Bum, ba, ba, da, 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 da.
Oh,
So
the guitar. The guitar is so good. I love that you put a 2-hour loop of it online as well, just in case anyone can't get enough of it.
Well, we figured long term. I always like coming up on those things on YouTube where you find like somebody like, we slowed down a Celine Dion song to 10 hours. And I was like, there's something I love about just the futility of just these like super long YouTube videos. So that's it. It was like kind of a piano part, and then a few years later a guitar part, and then suddenly they came together, and then we were in business.
So great. And the album is 18 songs. So you made like 59 minutes of music.
Yeah, which is our longest album, but I guess it's actually short by some people's standards, so I don't know anymore. Like, I kind of thought of it as a double album, but then I also kind of knew that dropping an album in 2019, you know, it's not 1995. Some people are going to see 18 songs and be like, okay, wow, is this like, you
That's
know,
every Drake mixtape ever. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a short Drake album. But anyway, to me, I think of it a little bit in like the old school terms of a double album. Yeah. But I also recognize like everybody in this era, people hear it however they want to hear it, and that's cool.
Yeah. And FOTB, I mean, you are like causing so much controversy online. Everyone's trying to figure out what it stands for. I'm going to give you my attempts, okay?
Sure.
Foot on the bridge.
That's not bad.
4-hour tall boy.
Okay.
Okay, so Are you actually going to reveal what the words are at any point?
It's Father of the Bride.
Father of the Bride. Why did I not guess that? It's so obvious.
It's funny. There were a lot of people did guess it. Yeah. So I was like, oh, is everybody getting up? But then I don't know. There's something about FOTB I think is just fun. We kind of did the same thing for our last album, MBOTC. Yeah. That's just not as fun to guess. There's like the V throws people off, but a lot of people guess Father of the Bride, but there's so many other great guesses that it kind of got drowned out.
Yeah, it's a fun way of doing it, actually, just to kind of engage people again. Let's talk about what you were doing as well, because, you know, fans were like, wait, we want the album, but you were such a busy guy in the interim between the last album and this one. Some super fun projects like the Netflix thing. Yeah, that looked really fun. And then just writing songs for other people. I'm talking Peter Rabbit, and I'm talking Beyonce, which is, two great extremes to go to. Peter Rabbit and Beyonce, you've written for both of those icons.
They're two iconic stars.
Two very iconic stars.
And it was an honor to work with both Ms. Knowles and Mr. Rabbit.
Tell me about working with Beyonce. You worked with Wes on that as well, with Diplo, right?
Yeah, that was a demo that me and Diplo made, and the truth is, actually, if you go back to, I was looking through the notes on my phone, and like the earliest little daydream track list I had of LP4 for Vampire Weekend had Hold Up on it.
Wow.
Although it's one of those things, so then you look back later and you're like, maybe one day I'll finish my version of it, but it's also the fact that it ended up with her, and that she did her thing with it, and that she heard something in our demo. That's just amazing that it worked out that way. So I'm very happy that it ended up on her album, and I think that was the way it was meant to be. But truthfully, we didn't sit down and start working on it for Beyonce. I really thought that would be maybe a Major Lazer song, but actually I have an old email from him where I'm like, this has to be a Vampire Weekend song. He's like, all right. But it's all for the best, truly.
I would like to hear the Vampire Weekend version, though. Very curious to hear that.
My demo's floating out there, so you can hear me sing it. The only thing, the original hook, I said, "Can't you see there's no other god above you?"
Yeah.
Which is a little more kind of modern vampires, religious vibe.
Yeah.
And she changed the man. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay, so the way it's going to work, and please correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to drop 2 songs at a time. So there's this one in 2021 dropping today.
Yep.
2 songs a month, is it? And then the record comes when?
Yeah, I think roughly the album come like late April, maybe May. You know, I wanted everybody to have the rough schedule, but I can't. The way everything works, you can't really commit to dates yet. But yeah, so essentially it's kind of like there'll be 3 releases, but each release will be 2 songs because there's so many songs on the album. I want to just give people a chance to really live with some of them. And I don't know, there's always my favorite way to release songs is in 2s. It's like, I don't know if it's like old school A-side, B-side, or I just like when you drop 2, like 3 seems like too much, 1 seems kind of lonely. With 2, it's like you get, you can choose which is your favorite. I don't know, I like 2.
Yeah, okay. Ezra, thank you so much for your time. It's so nice to speak to you.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, and we're going to play this track one more time then. Harmony Hall on Vampire Weekend. There is another one out there, as Ezra said, called 2021, which you can go check. But this is the hottest record in the world, and we look forward to playing it loads on the show. Thank you so much, Ezra.
Have a good one.